This is a very comfortable way to stand. I like to stand like this. Sometimes I stand like this. This isn't comfortable, but it's a tiny bit entertaining. Because it makes people look at you like, I don't know why that bothers me. That's a little weird. I mean, it's not crazy like standing like this, and it's not normal. It's just a little... You see people looking at you. What is it? Why is he... I do that when I have to go to places I don't like to go, you know, like CVS. I hate CVS, but sometimes you got to go in there. That should be their slogan. CVS. Sometimes you got to come in here. Where else are you going to get your wart Band-Aids? And that's stuff for your dry vagina. Dry vagina. I used to think it was called a vagina when I was a kid because I grew up in Boston. Shut up. I don't care. In Boston, they have something they call the Boston accent. It's not an accent. It's a whole city full of people pronouncing most words wrong. It's a regionally agreed upon stupidity. And I was raised to talk like an idiot in Boston because the teachers talk like that and they teach you to talk like that. I remember my 5th grade teacher when we did sex ed, she was like, this, she was like a diagram, she was like, this is a penis and this is a vagina. Now during intercourse, the man ejaculates sperm into the vagina. And then later, a fucking baby comes out of the vagina. And sometimes it's retarded. Yeah. It's sad when they come all mentally retarded. I grew up in the 70s and teachers said retarded. Some people are retarded. And they got retarded vaginas. I really did think it was called a vagina, and because sex is such a mysterious thing to a boy, I thought it was like a thing that you use to vagine with. I gotta go to Rent-A-Tool and get a vagina so I could vagine my driveway. I just made a really nice table. I gotta vagine it. That would make a nice table. Make a new table and you sand it and you're like, all right, honey, get up there. And she just... And you go, ooh. You don't even poly or anything. That's nice. That's like the old way to do it, you know? This table is a very smooth because my wife have a very juicy boozy and she vagina the table is a long time. That is nice. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Tedesca-Tinioni.
Don't get to precede your shows with a soliloquy about the context.
I really am a naive 8-year-old.
You know what I mean? It's like every time I've edited, when you put together, but it's a good question because when you put together shows, whenever I've edited something with someone else, one of the reasons I love doing my show is that I edit it myself, because when you edit with somebody and they're doing something that's not working, and you go, or when somebody shows me something of theirs, like if I have a friend who's doing a TV show and they show me a cut of it, and I go, this part was confusing, I'm not getting that, and then they explain it to me. No, see, this is from before when he did the thing, and that when I showed that, and I always say to them, well, as long as you're sitting next to every viewer giving that explanation, then go ahead and cut it that way. But people take stuff in this raw way. And most people don't really remember what they saw, and most people don't really take in about 60% of what they're watching. So I think the context of Lucky Louie was that no show looked like it. No one knew why the fuck we would make a show that looks like that. And no one had ever seen a show that had a basic 3-camera family format where we would say cunt and fuck.
laughs too, by the way. I went back and forth with the critic because the laughs were so booming that people thought, and this is one of the things I loved about you, is that you would never sweeten, and you did not, like a lot of times we would do a joke, it didn't work. And you'd come to me and go, all right, what do you got? Let's try something else. We would try something else. Sometimes that would work, sometimes it wouldn't. But you always left it. If the joke didn't get a 9, you left it as a 6. You didn't change. Those were real laughs.
Well, a show is supposed to have a ebb and flow. Any scene in any show should have a quiet part, a loud part, explosions, parts where you come back a little bit. It's like watching a baseball game. You're watching a game develop. You're watching the show, you're watching the guy's at-bat develop. You're watching him work the count to 3-1, whatever it is. And then you know, wow, there's potential now because there's 3-1. Oh, fuck, he missed. So now now it's even potential. You're watching this, and then when the guy hits a home run, it's a huge victory. But the way people make TV now is that they just want it to... I mean, what would it be like if every baseball game was just home runs?
Right.
Home runs. No, not even outs, just till everybody gets tired and goes home.
Yeah.
It's boring. So to me, a show should have this natural feeling to it, which our show did. A scene would develop. Some parts would work, some parts wouldn't. Some parts would explode, and it would mean something. Instead of this, every TV show now just has exactly the same laugh for every joke. Ha, ha, ha. It's unwatchable to me.
It's awful.
But it is what TV has been. And had been when Lucky Louie came on. What was that, 2005?
It might have been 6 or 5 or 6. Yeah, it might have been 5.
So I'm going to say there was a good 25 years of TV made exactly the same way. How the fuck do you beat that? I mean, how do you come on and not be seen as just a jarring, strange... And intelligent people didn't understand it. Intelligent people said, there's a laugh track. I mean, we even had... us saying, like when they did in Happy Days, when Happy Days came on, there was a credibility problem for sitcoms because of the laugh track. They had overused the laugh track. So Gary Marshall on the Three's, not Three's Company, Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley, they had one of the characters say Happy Days was filmed before a live audience. They said it out loud.
Yes.
They didn't even print it. They said it out loud to make sure you knew that they're not fucking, that these laughs are real. We did the same thing. We felt like we needed to do this.
Pam would do it, right?
Pamela did it. I did it. Did you ever do one?
I never did one, no.
And then we did that, and people would... Fucking professional TV reviewers would watch the show, hear that with their ears, and they would write canned laughter.
You know what's and this is what they didn't see, is a lot of times before the show, you'd go out and talk to the audience, and I remember you saying something to the effect of, don't laugh if you don't think it's funny. If you think it's funny, laugh. If you don't think it's funny, don't laugh. You really, you kind of told the crowd it was okay just to relax and react naturally, which to me just makes people feel comfortable to laugh.
Well, I still say that when I film stand-up for my show now, because a lot of my show has me doing stand-up at the club, at the Comedy Cellar, I tell that audience, because every audience thinks they're an actor in the show. But they're supposed, because you go to like Letterman or TV tapings, and they tell you to really go nuts. And I don't think anything sickens me more than manufactured enthusiasm. People when, this guy, woo, and they all go fucking bananas.
It's hard.
You're left out of it. I don't think anyone, I mean, like when I remember when I did Hilarious, the first time I did produced my own special was Chewed Up, and the producers said, we want you to look like you're a rock star when you walk on that stage. And I said, why? I'm not. I'm a comedian, and I don't. When I'm watching something, I don't like Dane's special Vicious Circle when it comes out to and there's a stadium of people cheering him on. If you're a new viewer and you don't know who this guy is, you're like, well, I guess this is some party I missed, because I just want to watch a person go on and earn their credibility from scratch. So I tell the audiences at the Comedy Cellar, don't have it. You're here because I'm doing a show for you. You're the audience. So make me earn it. Don't laugh if it's not funny.
I also feel embarrassed when they're too hyped up and I walk out. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to live up to this. And I know you were put up to it.
Yeah, exactly.
When they do a special, I went bananas when I just used shooting for HBO. Yeah. And they were having, we were doing Down and Dirty, and they were having the audiences laugh. Give us a laugh. And the crowd laughs.
That's the worst thing in the world. And I've had fights with directors about that they want to get laughs for editing purposes. If you can't edit a concert without those extra laughs, you're a fucking moron. It's hard. It's a challenge. Like, I've had moments where you're trying to make an edit in a special that that's got a hiccup in it and you go find a piece of a laugh somewhere else to use or a piece of applause, and it never ends up working anyway. You end up just doing another cut. But when they do that to an audience, they make an audience feel like assholes, and they lose a lot of your credibility before you come out.
Because then they just then the reaction becomes almost like when someone pokes you, you go, ow! It's almost like, ah! They understand the rhythm of the punchline.
Yes.
And it's not fucking natural.
They're not listening anymore.
So encouraging to see that, because it's like, you didn't clean up, you didn't fucking change who you are, you're still the same fucking despicable wretch, and it's like, you're doing it, I was like, your way, but you're doing what you want to do, and it's fucking working, man. And it's like, what inside of you gives you the fucking ability to do that and not just go, fuck this, I'm humiliated, I can't do it?
Well, it's every failure I've ever had, because I have failed hard, and I've been the center of negative attention, at least twice, with Pootie Tang and Lucky Louie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that enjoyed trashing that show.
Yeah, they did, right? It was fucking irritating.
There was people that attacked it unnecessarily. I remember after we were on the air for 8 months, we had weathered the storm. There was this feeling like we had our bad reviews, we had our good reviews, and with that information, the American public is deciding to watch the show. We're growing. And then a reviewer here in New York, David Abankuli,
scumbag,
he didn't review the show. The Daily News, his paper, had reviewed it with another reviewer who said positive things about it. He didn't write a review and analyzing the show, which I think is what critical writing is supposed to be, analysis of art. I think it's a legitimate field to be an expert in television, watch TV shows, and then write an analysis. When critics are supposed to do this, write what the show is like, describe it from a professional point of view. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just a viewer, but this is what this show is. I don't think it works because of these reasons. Here's the historical context of it. It's much like this show, much like this other. Here's what I think they're trying to do. Here's where I think they fail. Right. But he didn't do that. He wrote, one of these reviewers believe that they should be affecting how TV's made, and they think they should, they like that power. So he wrote an article that the gist of it was HBO needs to cancel Lucky Louie, even though it only has 4 episodes left. And even though HBO doesn't need to cancel shows because they don't sell advertising, if you have a show that's ratings are poor, the advertisers are losing money. So you have to cancel it before it's finished. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
HBO is a subscription service, and it doesn't have a reason to cancel by canceling a show. And our ratings were increasing. So David Bianculli wrote, they should cancel the show to make a statement that they know the show is a mistake. And he put people's fucking jobs on the line. He doesn't, you know what I mean? If you don't like a show, that's one thing. And if you write and trumpet your hatred for a show, you're welcome to do it. But there are people who like it, and there are people who are making it, and it's their life. Like, it was just, to me, it was like a way overstepping. Like, who the fuck needs to read this?
Didn't he he's not with the Daily News
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think he was fired, or
might be a guy who I'd read something else of his that I would, but he took this.
No, I detest him. I hope he's a lump somewhere.
Reason to fucking write that, and I wrote him an email telling him that I objected and then I erased it. I've done that a lot. I've written a lot of angry emails and erased them just as a way to get it out. But anyway, you asked me some a long time ago. The point is, I've been the center of attention, of negative attention, a couple of times. I've had my worst nightmare come true, and I survived it. It didn't hurt me as badly as I thought it would, and indeed, I gained every time, gained hugely, and I wouldn't trade those bad experiences for anything. So what that tells me is, when I start trying something, the bad version of it, I could take it. Like, I have no fear, because my worst fears have been realized, and it wasn't so bad. It would be like if you started boxing and you're like, I'm afraid to get punched in the face. Anybody is. And your first few times you get punched in the face, you're like, I don't hate this.
Right.
And I'm good at the boxing.
And I'm not dead.
I'm not dead. I don't hate it. And I'm succeeding sometimes. Why? This is what I'm going to do. You know what I mean?
And you have complete control here.
Oh, at FX is totally unbridled control. but it comes with good. I mean, it comes with credibility. I've had failures, but I've turned shit out. And by the way, the 2 failures that I've had have both, in my view, been vindicated by people watching. People still watch like.
I don't care. I'm all sweaty. I don't feel good. I ate too much and masturbated too recently. You know, that kind of... You know, it's bad to, like, jerk off and run out the door because you run into somebody, oh, she knows. Like, you gotta take some time alone to get to process the shame. And I can't stop eating. Today, I weighed myself today. I don't know why. I'm not using the information. It's not guiding my behavior. Why am I bothering to find out exactly how much of a piece of shit I am? I weighed myself, and I usually hover around 230, 240 today. 240. I weigh 240 pounds, which is not, no, it's not okay. Because there's no way, like, you know when you go to a doctor, they give you like a formula for how much your weight, like a rule of thumb. I'm pretty sure it's not your age plus 200 pounds. That doesn't seem like... Like, I was watching a boxing match today, and both guys, they weighed 110 pounds each. So, both of those guys still need a fat baby and a dead dog to make me. And it's really bad because I'm 40 and my doctor's like, yeah, you gotta be less people. You can't be so much. He just told me this is bad. And he starts asking me about my eating habits, you know? Like there's habits, like there's a pattern. It's just chaos and awfulness. It's just desperate constant. He's like, how many meals and how many bowel movements a day? I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea. It's just a blur. I'm just shitting and eating all day. I pack my body to capacity and then blow it out my asshole. That's it. Every shit is an emergency. Does that give you some idea of my eating habits? And he's trying to get a handle on he's like, dude, okay, look. Well, how soon into a meal do you typically feel full and stop eating? I'm like, I don't stop eating when I'm full. The meal is not over when I'm full. The meal is over when I hate myself. That's when I stop. I guess normal people eat till they're like, oh, that's all the nutrition I require right there. I just reached it. I will cease the intake now and convert this into useful energy throughout the day. No. Every time I eat, it ends with me, why the fuck did I eat that? Dude, get it away. I don't want to look at that shit. That's all. It's all right here, too. It's like, I got syrup in my veins, like for blood. I got syrup. It's going to be bad later.
Talking about the dominatrix, that's terrific. Are you blowing up someone's spot by mentioning the person?
I won't say his name, but my friend's wife was a dominatrix, and she used to have Hasidic Jews as clients a lot, and they'd be very.
Oh, hold on, your friend.
Yeah.
Was going to this dominatrix and decided this is the woman for him.
Yeah,
which is so bizarre because you had a great line there. You know, he basically married someone that burned his dick.
He married a woman who literally burnt his dick with a hot poker.
But the thing is,
and that made him go, I'm in love.
Does she still dominate him, or
no, not anymore? I mean, I don't know. That gets in the area.
Yeah, you got to think that would be a little weird. He's got to go out of the house to get that. Right?
Well, the thing is that then it just turned into a regular. They got married. They have a kid. She's a pain in the ass, and he's
literally like. Is there,
literally?
I mean,
oh God, yeah.
You don't know. I mean,
fucking with a racket, yeah.
Right.
just became like, it doesn't matter what they do beforehand, because that's the ultimate, a dom and a fucking slave.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Once they're married, they become the married couple. He's taking the garbage out. And
exactly. There's no cool, ethereal sexual thing.
Do you promise to love, honor, and shit in his mouth? For as long as he shall crawl and be scum.
Until he says his safe word.
Does anyone object to this marriage? The guy stands up in a baby costume.
It'd be great if you could have a safe word in a marriage.
Yes.
You could just in the middle of marriage say thumbtack. She's like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I went too far with this
I didn't
argument.
realize.
Yes.
I didn't realize we were crossing the line.
No.
But she said that she
Shouldn't the safe word be cunt, though?
Yeah, it should be.
Well, that
is.
ends the argument.
That's the one.
Starts a new one.
So
But
you were saying that she had a lot of
Hasidic Jews that were her clients, and that during the business transaction, before they would fall into their role play, they were very rude to her, the Hasids, because they can be rude. They're
good businessmen.
Anybody who's not them, you're outsiders. Like if you ever go to a store run by Hasids, they don't care that you exist. They just, it's a different, it's a closed society. I'm trying to be nice about it, fucking Jews.
well, it is very. It is a very different and closed society. You're right.
Yeah.
Do you know any Hasidic Jews personally? Have you ever been to their houses? Do you know?
no.
Friends with them or anything?
They're not supposed to.
Yeah, that's
mix
what I
with
mean.
other
And so
people.
it's not like you're saying anything that isn't true. It's
No,
just
and-
no one
and-
knows. They're very mysterious, if you ask me.
And it's a generality because there are. I mean, I go to B&H Photo, which is.
Oh yeah, I love B&H.
And B&H, they sometimes they're very like, you go, is this a good camera? Yes, it's a very good camera. Yes, it is. Yes, it's good. And I'm like, all right, sorry. But sometimes the guy's like, it's excellent. It's excellent. I can tell you about it, and they'll be nice, sometimes.
But if you poke them for information, they all have it.
Oh, sure.
They all know. They're good employees. Like if you say, why is this better? Make them work, and they'll always tell you. Like
Sure
they
they
know.
will. They'll sell it.
I get all my video stuff from there, and every time I've gone there, it's been great. It's not a commercial of the place, but
No, it's great. It is a great place. But anyway,
informative.
But so these Jews were rude to her a lot, and they're living in a society that's extremely like moralistic. Going to some dominatrix and having their dicks whipped. It's not exactly in the Talmud.
Within the
really
bounds of their religion.
I don't think it's part of their bar mitzvah. In the Baruch Atah, it's not in. There's no Hebrew for
Getting your dick
fuck me
whipped.
with a strap on.
Right. Jesus, Louis.
So
There's just something about, I think it's something about any lifestyle that has you in this very strict parameters as to what you can and can't do.
Crazy.
You're going to fucking be the nut, whether it's a strict Catholicism.
or Jimmy Swaggart jacking off on a hooker's ass.
Yeah,
of course he is.
Shit
Of
like
course
that.
he is.
Whenever you're put in that situation, you're going to fucking want to get a little freaky.
Yeah.
Get your freak on.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to go to a dom,
So he went
whatever.
to this. These guys would go to her, and she usually, you talk as two normal people before you start the hitting and stuff. And that's her time that you got to respect her, and they were disrespectful to her. So when she was beating them, she said they were the only clients that she ever hit like with spite, because that's a huge line for her. She would never cross. When a dom is beating you up, she's being very, she's doing it with some kind of kindness. There's a weird, but she said she used to crucify them. And
that's a no-no.
And like inside, when she's hitting him, she'd be like, "You fucking Jew!" You gave me so much. Wow. And then the weird detail she told me was that they always had to take their sperm home with them in a tissue.
Get out of here.
Because that was in their religion, was they couldn't leave their bodily fluids behind.
What do they do with it?
Somehow, like God's watching a dominatrix shit in your mouth. And he's, well, look, as long as you take your cum home, it's fine.
Someone's trying to bother God for a second, and then he's like, no, wait. I got it. All right, he took his cum with him. Okay.
He's okay.
All right.
He's still good.
I thought he was going to leave his cum on her floor, and that would have really pissed me off.
As long as he puts it in that cigar box under his wife's shawl.
That's why the tsunami happened. God wasn't paying attention to the weather. He was watching some Jewish fella jerk off into a Kleenex and fucking bring it on the N train.
Bring it on the N train.
Fucking
taking it on the JZ to the fucking Bensonhurst.
I knew another dom who used to see the same thing. She said the Hasidic clients, she had one would always come, one of the tranny to fuck him. So she would bring the tranny, and the trannies would a lot of times make the guy shower. She's like, they were dirty, they would smell, and he said that the tranny wouldn't fuck the guy until he showered.
Wow.
The tranny go, I ain't gonna fuck that.
Jeez,
Man. Take a shower.
Let's get Keith the cop on the line here. Keith, what's up?
Yeah, that's very true, Jimmy. Big in the tranny community. We used to catch them all the time. They would go out and they would look to suck the he-she's dicks.
Really?
Yeah.
Those naughty boys.
Yeah, and you know what? They would get robbed a lot because, they would be embarrassed to go and, report that they got robbed.
Oh, right, yeah.
The community, they would get the backlash from it, so they would just
I was being fucked by a transvestite, and the fellow took my wallet, and I went to file a report.
Yeah, so we would catch them a lot, but... yeah, filthy animals.
Jesus.
Like the rest of, I'm not saying them in particular, but, they just happen to a couple of them.
Yeah.
Two of them.
A couple, too.
We got a hot breastfeeding story for everybody.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Suck it. Suck that milk out of it.
Are you a fan of the breastfeeding?
Sure, it's better for the kids'
When
brain.
you see a young mom out there
For the kids.
Sure. Nursing her young.
Talking about the kids. It's rarely like a nice firm boob. No. It's usually like a flat, like a big a wineskin.
Floppy thing, yeah. A wine satchel at a Grateful Dead show.
Yeah.
It depends how young the kid is.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're, yeah.
Little... Yeah, but you have to, I don't know. I don't see getting aroused. You have to, use Photoshop in your head and edit out the baby all the way to the nipple. You have to, sort of airbrush out the child.
It really does just destroy any sexual...
And also, generally, a woman breastfeeding doesn't look like a perky, beer commercial model. She's like a tired woman.
Frumpy mom.
Just really frazzle-haired, puke on the shoulder.
Yeah.
She's had it with life.
Just baggy eyes. Hasn't slept in days.
Sit outside the shopping center.
Yeah. No, and breastfeeding is it's exhausting. It takes a huge chunk out of a woman.
Sure,
it's murder.
James from New Hampshire. This is not, capital letters, a sexy story. Well, let's find out.
I think it's very sexy.
Listen to this one.
It was an unforgettable and shocking sight that prompted one driver.
It was an unforgettable and shocking sight.
Talking like this.
Oh, every time we play a clip. Every time we play a clip, we gotta go through this. The fake voice douche. It was an unforgettable.
Why don't you just use your real voice? It's not that hard. Just go on, use your real voice.
Just feel
Talk like a human being.
One show does that on the Ira Glass. You ever listen to him on NPR?
Glass, no.
He does this show called This American Life.
Okay.
And he just talks like this. I'm Ira Glass. We're going to do a show about it. He just talks like a person,
right.
And it's through the roof.
No,
but this adds absolutely zero.
You have to talk like this in order to get people's attention, or they'll think you're just a normal person and not the special news person that I am with this voice.
And you have to shed your accent so you can work anywhere in the country.
Anywhere. Yes, I could work in New York.
You
don't want to sound regional.
It's weird that they take on a voice that they share. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same accent or dialect, whatever you call it.
It's like rock and roll. It's like that kind of, I don't even know what modern music is, but it's that thing where the girls sing like this. You don't talk like that. Shut up.
It was an unforgettable and shocking sight that prompted one driver.
What? 1 second. Also, it's the peaking. It's like you can, with your finger up and down. It's an unforgettable, shocking sight.
You can almost watch the VU meter.
Yes, exactly.
Like working as he's talking.
Unforgettable, sing-songy voice thing I do.
It was an unforgettable and shocking sight that prompted one driver in suburban Dayton, Ohio to...
Ohio? Why are you hitting Ohio? Dayton. One driver in Ohio.
And he goes, Dayton, Ohio. Ohio.
Oh, we're just picking this idiot apart, aren't we?
It's accurate.
Oh, he sucks. Die.
Driver in suburban Dayton, Ohio, to phone police last week.
I'm following behind a lady in a van who is driving while breastfeeding her newborn baby and talking on the cell phone.
Right, you goody two-shoes. Shut up.
You're rat. It's a rat. Whole family's rats.
You see what people are doing on the highways these days? Leave her alone. Is she swerving?
Yeah,
So what if an airbag is going to destroy the kid's head forever and her boob at the same time?
That is true.
And more importantly, her breast.
Just blood and milk everywhere.
Oh, God.
Breastfeeding her newborn baby and talking on the cell phone.
Nice. That's multitasking. Nice.
Taking a cell working mom.
You walk up to the scene of the crash. Apparently, she was drinking a Fribble. Strawberry Fribbles all over the windshield. Like, oh my God, it's not Fribble.
Feeding her newborn baby and talking on the cell phone.
Officers later caught up with 39-year-old Janine Compton at her home.
She did admit to breastfeeding her child while driving. She kind of indicated that it's more or less a routine thing that she does, and that when her child needs to eat, she's going to provide the need.
Pull over, you retard.
Yeah, you can wait, right?
Please. Stupid. Everybody in the story is stupid. From the anchor to the interview to the woman to everyone on that highway.
Even the kid.
Yeah, just drop a bomb on that community.
What about the eyewitness? You don't like the eyewitness?
Screw him.
He's a tattletale.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to call the local news. Look at that.
Police informed her that all children inside a car must be restrained and charged her with child endangerment. The police report shows Compton claims she knew all about safety, but was more concerned about feeding her baby.
I hate this guy.
Faces up to 180 days in jail
feeding her
and an
baby.
$1,800 fine if she's convicted of the misdemeanor.
It's kind of a cool story, and he made it boring as hell.
It's weird because he started up here, but then he came in between.
Oh, there you had to get serious.
Lower.
Fine.
Baby.
Serious.
Fine. No one says fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
There's no Y in that word. Fine.
It's not spelled Feiyyyn. Fine.
What does broadcasting school teach people?
To be zilches.
Like this.
That's not enunciating.
Like this. You must add vowels.
Y'all to everything you
Lunges. You say
fine.
Fine.
Where do they teach you that?
Oh, God.
Why do you do it?
No one needs it.
Every broadcasting school.
It's terrible.
Talk from the diaphragm. That'll get you a job. Got to talk from way down here. Shut up.
Well, that just took us out. He's sitting there with a Dunkin' Donuts coffee and a script, reading into a mic.
Yeah. Is my hair
unforgettable. Okay? Can you do that again? Hit Ohio. Ohio. That was real nice, Bob. Thank you. Yes, I know.
Good one. Yeah, is that okay? How do I look? My hair okay?
It's a voiceover, Bob.
5, 4, 3. Hi, I'm here in Ohio.
It just is terrible.
Yeah. It's a booby story, and we're talking about a guy talking. That's how distracting you are.
I think the guy made us all tired.
I'm exhausted.
No, it's like in the
I need a nap now.
In the BBC, if you ever listen to BBC Radio.
Oh,
they have their own
They're the
version.
worst.
Their own version of that.
Every story has AIDS and genocide. Genocide.
Yeah.
AIDS.
AIDS.
Genocide.
Don't forget about sushi.
There's a problem in Africa. It's the problem of AIDS. Like they gotta go up or something at the end. Money is being sent from around the world. All right, George. And Ringo, what are you doing?
It's horseradish. You're most likely to have come across it as the powerful paste wasabi.
That's the other thing.
Wasabi. The powerful paste wasabi.
Yeah, listen. A little breath. Each word. Speaking. Wasabi.
It's horseradish. You're most likely to have come across it as the powerful paste wasabi that's eaten with sushi.
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 With sushi.
Sushi.
The powerful paste wasabi. Eaten with sushi.
Come across it. Wow, what happened? I just said across it.
I'm exhausted. I'm hyperventilating.
I'm British.
Stupid Brits.
All right. What do we got? Louis C.K. March 14th, Orpheum Theater, Boston.
Nice. I like that Orpheum Theater.
Yeah, it's a great.
I'm going back to Cleveland too in April, and I think that's where I'm shooting. I'm shooting another special.
Nice.
Either in Milwaukee or Cleveland, wherever we sell the most tickets.
Wait,
basically.
this guy's Tim in Philly. Tim, go ahead. What are you saying?
Hey,
We're hypocrites. Why?
Hypocrites. How you doing today, hypocrites?
All right, now tell us why.
Whoa, easy. That's tough talk.
Whoa,
hey.
But he was nice. He asked how we're doing.
Fine, thank you.
I'm doing okay, too. I'm a little tired.
How are you?
What do you got, Tim?
Oh, fantastic. Hey, Fat Jimmy. Remember your stupid voice? Opie. Remember your stupid voice back in the radio days?
This guy's really...
I never had a stupid radio voice, to be honest with you.
Are you a radio guy that is bitter or something?
I was always perfect, by the way.
I do. It doesn't matter what
Are
I
you
do.
a radio guy that's bitter? I don't understand.
It's part of the profession. It's part of the territory.
You are a radio guy that's bitter. What radio job did he get kicked off of?
You know, I really don't care. At the end of the day,
no.
your voice on stage was awful. Opie, you don't even...
It's your opinion, you douche, you stupid fat...
I love this guy. I have no problem with Tim. He hasn't said one bad thing about me.
Tim, it's either a bit. Hold on, wait, caller. Hold on, caller, to people who are doing it for a living.
Yeah.
Tim is just annoyed. I never had a radio voice, so where's your criticism? I'm a comic, so I never had a radio voice.
And I openly admitted when I got into the business, I did go with the radio voice thing and realized how stupid it was, and was able to.
I would like to go
change
a
my
step further.
whole delivery and go, wow, I'm going to try something different, and it worked out for me.
Who says you have to be like vetted to make fun of something? Who says that you have to have like any track record? What if you did? What if you did have a funny radio voice? And what if Jimmy never was funny once on stage in his entire career?
Right.
Why does that mean that we can't make fun of this guy? Who cares?
Tim, what's your
who says you have to be qualified to rag on somebody on the radio?
What happened, Tim? Let's be
truthful. Tim,
Justice.
why are you so upset about this? Are you in the business? You do voiceovers? What do you do?
I'm not going to get involved in what I do in my personal life, in my professional life. I'm just going
baby boy, come on, baby boy. It didn't work out the way you planned. Don't be shy. What happened?
Tim, you know, I'm actually going through some tough times. So I really appreciate you bashing me. So
well then don't make the radio. Don't call on your tough times, baby boy.
We didn't call you, you douche.
What's the matter?
Well, my point is, Jimmy, that voice you're doing...
Little boy, stop yelling. You'll never get radio job doing that, little boy.
You're so silly doing the baby voice.
Yes, I am.
You're wacky, aren't you?
Baby boy, what happened?
Why can't you admit the fact that
baby boy, what's that? You're not answering the question. What happened? Did you go to broadcast school? Did you tell them you were going to make it big? I can do it, guys. And now you can't do it?
All right, look.
What's the matter?
Legitimately, though, sir, you're calling here to say that because of the past of people in the studio, we shouldn't be talking about what we're talking about. So why can't we inquire after your past?
Yeah, Tim.
To say if you're qualified to say what you're saying.
Yeah, why not?
Valid points, sir. Answer.
Because I'm not making fun of it. It's
you're making a living at it.
Yeah, but you're making fun of.
You're not making a living at it. How's that feel, bum? Keep listening, baby boy.
You're saying who are we to make fun of that?
I really want to know why this hit a nerve with you, Tim. I don't really understand.
What didn't work out, Timo? Come on.
Why is this hit a nerve?
Timmykins, come on.
Will you let me talk?
Why? Who else would let you talk besides the entire business? Sit at home talking to a mic like Rupert Pupkin, boy.
Ma, please.
Go ahead, baby boy. Now I'll allow you to talk.
Now.
Hold on. I'll allow you to talk on the radio, as was your dream. Go ahead, baby boy.
Jim, remember when you were on stage years ago? You're a high-pitched voice.
Yes, I do.
You're making fun of the inflection of people.
But I'll tell you what, an excellent point, Tim. First of all, I appreciate the fact that you have listened and worshipped for so long. But I will say this. I very soon after that recognized what garbage that was and began poking fun at it and shed it. I didn't perpetuate it by continuing to do it. I knew it was garbage. I admitted I listened early on. This is a guy who's probably in the business for a while.
He's a major,
it's something that permeates the business.
He's a major professional now. This is not a guy just starting out with some kind of podcast or a very, very local radio. That's why we have a problem with this.
So what do you have there,
Tim? Why is this hit a nerve, Tim? Were you in the business? Did you do voiceovers? What happened?
And I just know. You guys just put yourselves on this high pedestal.
All pedestals are high, silly.
It's
all pedestals. There's no such thing as a low pedestal. It wouldn't be a pedestal.
There are pedestals that are lower
no, they're not. They're not pedestals that are low. They're steps.
Like a pedestal can be low relative to another.
I don't think we put ourselves on a high pedestal. I think.
All right, I just don't want to let that one go by.
I think we have a problem with news people and radio people that use that fake voice. We hate it.
Well, I'm on a pedestal, so strain your neck. Look it up, Timmykins.
Tim, I just want to ask you, what is it about me you like?
I think you're just an alcoholic, and I am one too at the end of the day. So I just really
okay.
There you go.
So he's got a problem with my drinking, but who doesn't?
Was there anything else you wanted to get off your chest, Tim? What's not working out for you? You're having some tough times. Let's work through that if you don't mind.
Tim, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, what? You're making money selling books off dick jokes, and I'm just sitting here just...
Now, Tim, don't use such language and stop calling under different names. I did make a lot of money, 2 bestsellers. Yes, I earned that. What's the matter, kiddo? You had a dream of writing and you're not quite good enough to cut the mustard there either? Is that what happened?
Screw you, Jim.
What's the matter? Nobody wants to hear what you have to say? They told you you're a funny or interesting guy growing up and you're not?
1, 2, 3, cry. Go ahead. Come on, let's squirt some tears.
What is it? You talk about my books. I mean, have you read them? I don't know.
No,
How do you know about them then? Why are they relevant to you at all?
How do you know they're dick jokes if you didn't read them?
Exactly.
That's what he does. It's what he does.
How do you know what I do? Why would you pay attention? Stop being such a worshiper. Come on, kid.
Tim, I'm really confused by your phone call.
Yeah,
I'm really trying to get to the bottom of why this bothers you
Tim
so
called
much.
the other day. He's probably one of those guys.
A man shot himself today in Philadelphia.
A Philadelphia caller to a radio program
shot himself once in the head, fatally injuring
because his
lackluster career.
Well, so Tim, what kind of what kind of a career did you want to have? You said you have a tough time. You offered that, man. We didn't ask you.
Right, no, I know. I just hate how you guys go about the whole radio.
Yeah, I know you do, but let's get to the tough time. Why the tough time?
Hold on. You hate that,
Ask me questions. You don't let me talk.
Talk. You're repeating yourself. That's probably why you didn't make it in entertainment, because you're a redundant, silly boob. Say something interesting and compelling. Here's your opportunity to talk. What is going wrong in your personal life? You mentioned it. Your turn. Go, Tim.
No, you guys are throwing so many questions at me at once.
That's one question, baby boy. What's going wrong in your personal life?
Opie's been throwing the same question at me over and over.
What's because you haven't answered it. Wait, because I really want to get to the bottom of it. We could beat you up all day, but all right, go ahead. Talk, please.
You know what?
Go, Tim. Your turn. Go.
You guys have this radio show. You guys can reach out to millions of people, and you don't take advantage of it.
Yes, we do. We have you calling us, Tim. That's what we wanted to do.
Wait, I want to hear the guy. What do you mean by that?
How do we not take advantage of it, sir?
You guys do not have any kind of production value for your show on many levels.
Yes, we do.
Value.
Well, now the guy. All right.
Now I got to agree with him.
Well, the guy makes a good point there. Maybe we should have pushed on. Go ahead.
You don't think what do we need as far as production value that would help the show?
I really think you guys walk in the studio 10 minutes before you go on air. Anthony's brushing off some hangover. I don't care. Whatever. Opie's doing his own thing. Jimmy's stumbling in from a stand-up show, and you've got morons behind the scenes over there. I really think that you guys could have a much better show.
This guy's got it pegged.
Why do you listen then, Tim? Like, what is it about the show that draws you? Yeah, why do you care?
If you knew what you were irritated by Jimmy's stand-up voice when he started, and yet you keep following his career. You know about his books. You listen to this show. It's got low production value. They have no right to make fun of who. Why don't you just turn it off? Why are you making yourself so upset?
Hey, where is Steve C? Is he on the phone somewhere? It's the idiots behind the scenes.
Why are you such a fanboy, Tim?
No, to be honest with you, I was at one point back in WNEW. Right. I have XM in my car. I drive an hour and a half to work every day. I pop you guys on for about 20, 30 minutes. It's the same regurgitated garbage.
So turn
It's a long time to listen. 20, 30 minutes is a long time to listen to something you don't like.
90 minutes to work. Get a better job, educate yourself, and live closer to where you work, kiddo.
If you could realize this whole story I've been telling you, I'm going through not the best of times.
Well, I asked you to elaborate on that, and you didn't elaborate on that. So I have no empathy. Elaborate on it now.
No, Jim.
Exactly. No. I don't want to elaborate. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Stop listening. Put on the XM Comedy Channel or put on another show. Stop torturing yourself, Timmy boy.
I just think it could be so much better.
Well, we think you could be a better caller or not a douche, but it's not working out for us either.
Oh, God.
You're not elaborating. You're a radio caller who offered nothing about yourself.
What, do you want me to write a book about it? Something that you've done twice?
Yes, and that you couldn't do.
What a weird thing.
Yes,
like
I have done that twice.
Who has written 2 best-selling books
What
twice?
do you want me to do, succeed like you've done? No, Tim, just keep driving 3 hours round trip to work and spending an hour a day listening to us like a good boy.
The same redundant crap we just
keep listening
regurgitate every day.
Don't you realize we talk about our life's experience here? We don't throw a bunch of fancy production in. We talk about our lives. We talk about our political affiliations. We talk about anything that comes to mind because it's a talk show. It's not a phony show where people put on a voice and do things. Don't you find that slightly refreshing?
To some extent, but the fact that you guys could do so much more with that idea, you guys.
Can I ask you? Can I ask for one example? What is one thing that you wish you heard on this show that you don't get to hear?
It seems like the show's mailed in on such a consistent basis.
Forget what the show does that bothers you. You said something that was like positive and optimistic. That there are so many things that they could be doing. So just give me one example of something that you think they could be doing.
Well, I just look at the fact that every time a caller calls in, especially
That's another criticism, you stupid douche. Offer an idea. You're being given an opportunity. Offer one idea.
Let's hear what he says about the caller thing, and then hit him on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Back in WNEW, when callers came in, you were receptive towards them. You enjoyed them. A female calls in, you call her out for having a dirty womb within 20 seconds.
What?
Now we've been.
That's
nicer to the female callers.
Wait, that's the constructive idea.
We have a lot.
That's what we can be doing better.
We have a lot more females calling the show,
and they do have dirty wombs.
Yeah, of course they do.
And no,
every womb is dirty, essentially.
That's what you had, Tim.
Got blood and goop in it.
Be receptive to callers.
You've been given quite a bit of time on this show.
We've been. I don't.
Yeah. You don't think we're receptive
to callers? That's it. That would be his contribution to the meeting. I think we need to be more receptive to callers.
You do. You know what? You sound
Tim.
like an awful PD.
Yep.
Someone that couldn't make it on the air is now telling a successful program, relatively speaking, a successful program, that you have a better idea.
And your idea is like this vague, washy, bummer.
Be more receptive to the calls. We've been receptive to you.
Did you work in radio, Tim?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we know that.
All right,
Doing what?
Doing what?
I'm not going to go into that because I'm still trying to be in. I'm not going to talk about it.
Why not?
Real honest radio guy. What's the matter? Why don't you stop being a wannabe and just take some charge of your life and say who you are and what you do?
Yeah,
stop
honest.
cowering.
Or even just speak generally about what area you were in.
It's annoying.
Should we be less honest on the show like you are? Is that something that's good? Or do you like the honesty of this program?
No, that has nothing. I'm not trying to get at that. It's the fact that you guys reach out to millions of people, and I think you're failing at it. I really do.
How are we failing
You're
at it?
calling anonymously and cowering without just saying who you are or where you work because you want to give an anonymous criticism.
Do you know people
You're
know
like a girl,
us?
man.
People know us pretty intimately based on what we say on this program. So I think we put a lot across. When we talk every day, I think people know me. Opie fans of the show know us all pretty personally. What are we not doing that we could be doing aside from your phone calls?
The callers, which empowers you more. Go.
Yeah.
No, I look at when I compare what you guys are doing now to what you did in WNEW. Remember when you guys first got syndicated all over the place?
Yeah.
Those syndications started falling off very quickly because the format of the show did a complete 180.
No,
everything about it.
Our syndications didn't fall off.
Not at all. We got fired.
We got fired for the church thing.
You're so
That's
dumb.
when you're right. Our syndications
Suddenly
fell
you
off
were never
very
on the
fast.
radio.
One day we lost every one of them. You're right. That was very fast.
You're as ill-informed as much as you are cowardly and languishing in anonymity. You like to be anonymous. That's why you're failing, Tim.
I don't. You guys, when you came over on XM,
You're jealous.
And
jealous, baby boy.
Here comes the hushing and the baby boying.
That's what you are, and that's what you're doing. You're a jealous little boy, and you don't even want to say who you are. You want to just call anonymously and then go back to your anonymous life until someday you make it in the business.
Yeah, whatever. You know
well,
what?
I'm going to work 50 times harder, and I'm going to be 50 times more famous than you.
Yeah, and whatever.
All right, Rupert.
That's good.
Rupert Pupkin. We got him on the phone.
You think like a chick, and you answer like a chick.
Do you have a Pride and Joy card I could have?
Hey, it's unfortunate that you guys have this great outlet to reach out to tons of people, and you do a bad job.
But you don't think we're reaching out. You don't think that going on every day and discussing our lives and what affects us and the news and all the stuff we talk about on a daily basis without throwing in pre-produced bits that are bought by companies or having some hack weather guy come on and do his wacky stuff. You think what we're doing is not the most or the best we can do?
No, but not even close.
All right, listen.
Not even close.
With what, hold on. With what Anthony's saying, what radio show do you enjoy listening to?
Ah, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good.
Besides you guys, are you talking terrestrial or are you talking...
Whatever.
What
radio show do you like?
We got to answer carefully.
There's a radio show based out of Philadelphia, very well produced. Basically, what you guys were in WNEW. It's the Preston and Steve show.
Oh, my God.
That's your show.
Tim, no offense, but I can't talk to you anymore. That crap is such hack radio. I can't even tell you.
It's if you enjoy it,
you
fine,
just
but
enjoy a different listen. Now you lost me, and I was sort of trying to listen to you and keep an open mind. Those guys are hacks, and I don't understand why Philly eats it up. But the blue collar beer drinking dudes hate that show. Hate it.
I understand.
Tim, you just lost me. That's what is wrong with radio, that hacky crap.
Tim yells a lot for a caller.
And granted, they do very well in the ratings, and for the life of me, I don't understand why. There's no way we'll ever be like a Preston and Steve
hacky
show.
Stuff always
never.
It is.
Never.
I'm not asking you to be like one.
But we're just in different places, Tim. Now I'm involved in the conversation. We're in different places. Your taste is so much different than Anthony, myself, Jimmy, and our listeners. We can't even agree on anything.
Does it bother you, Tim, that if you stop listening, you won't be missed, and we certainly won't care?
What does that even mean? No.
Then why are you listening? Then why do you put yourself through it? Just go away. You can't win this. You can't control it. We've heard you. We don't agree. So go away.
Yeah, dude. The Preston and Steve show. They never did anything outside Philly. They never got national attention, never got syndicated. I don't understand why that show's popular, and I'm certainly not going to sit here and try to figure that out. I just know that's not the type of radio I want to do or will do.
You're jealous. You're a jealous wannabe, Tim.
Wow.
No,
if you would have said other shows, then I might have been like, all right, you're making good points. But then you throw the Preston and Steve. Wow.
You're jealous.
From the production value that they do.
Production value.
Oh, what a wannabe.
Do you understand a talk show and a production value-based show it's two different things? We do a talk show where we sit and talk and discuss things. Do we need pa-choom and production behind it and some kind of friggin' sounder to hold your attention? We love sitting in a room and discussing our lives together, and listeners call and have the opportunity to do the same. What are you talking about, this production that we need?
Right. No, I'm saying basic values. Like, hey, we're talking about a U2 song, but let's not play it. Let's just talk about it. I have no idea what the hell half the stuff you guys are talking about when you guys are talking about, I like that U2 song. Yeah, me too. Oh, but that other one.
We haven't even talked about the U2 song.
And by the way, I've been on this show many times, and every time a song comes up, I'm amazed at how quickly I'm hearing it.
I know.
It happens right away. Like if you just reference something and it comes up, so you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's something we really do try to do.
And by the way, these guys are doing a show. They're doing it the way they want to do. Who owes you a show that you want? Why don't you just play the show you love in your own head?
Well, it sounds like you got the show you like, Preston and Steve, so listen to them. They're on the same time we're on.
If these guys do a show that other people don't like, then people stop listening and they won't be on the radio, which is happening slowly, but,
All right. Tim, the bottom line is this. If the show wasn't working, what will happen to us is what happened to you.
Yeah, it's a very Darwinist system.
Failed.
You have failed. And you're jealous, and you're one of these failures who sits at home and cries like a little baby.
Yeah, because the rest of the world considers it
differently.
The rest of the world considers it a very binary choice. You turn it on or you turn it off. Nobody cares. You don't sit there and why isn't this the way I like it? Because they're not you. They're somebody else doing what they do. So listen to a show you like. Don't listen to this one.
Yeah.
You have no vote here. What are you, a stockholder?
Go on the message boards, too, because you seem to like anonymity. Since you're not making it in the business, you like to call up anonymously. Go on the message board.
I'm
Just
sure he
make
does.
up a funny name. Of course
this
he
guy
does.
writes really long comments.
You want to be heard, Tim.
Really long. And then he takes somebody else's comment and parses it and answers each part.
Oh.
All right. The business has rejected you. And, just go be heard somewhere, silly.
I don't think what you're doing right now is going to repair your personal problems. I think you're taking a huge out of, go, just tell her you're sorry instead of doing this.
All right, we've entertained
Hang up,
you.
call her, and tell her you
Tim,
didn't
we
mean
gotta
to
let
hit
you
her
go,
in the
right?
face.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
All
call.
right, guys.
Best of luck.
Best of luck, Tim. You just keep listening, kiddo. You keep listening and being jealous in your car.
You were just doing gigs last night. You're going to Tyler Perry's and Chuck Lorre's doing the thing. You're touring, doing that part of the job. The night of, I'm a comic, so the night that you knew that they were going to shoot Bin Laden, you're doing comedy.
I was pretty funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, is there some trick that you can share with us all of how you just sort of focus in on that? Is everything that immediate to you that you can compartmentalize that quickly? Or you just know that you have to show up and do the job?
Yeah. Look, because you're a performer, this is true, and you're friends with a lot of comics.
You like comedy?
I love comedy, and
who are your guys?
Well, Pryor was an early one. Yeah. Dick Gregory when he was really, on the edge. But I love all. Seinfeld's a whole nother different type.
Yeah,
Louis. I know is a buddy of yours. I love
Louis.
I think Louis is terrific.
Oh boy, he just made his life.
No,
he just made his life.
Mean, he's wonderful in such a self-deprecating but edgy kind of way. I mean, and basically good-hearted, even when he's saying stuff that's pretty, wrong. But you can. There's a goodness about him that comes through. But look, I think that
I'm so sick of being broke. I'm broke. I'm just always keep digging this hole. And most people are broke too. That's the thing. This country's just everybody's broke. That's why I don't like George Bush, but I didn't like Kerry either, because they're fucking both rich and they don't get it. They don't know what it's like to be poor. Like poor people know what it's like to be rich. They know exactly what it's like because they fantasize about it constantly. Every poor person has their whole rich life all planned out. Every detail. I'm going to have a house made of chocolate, and people are going to blow me as I walk in each room. They're going to be waiting. I'm going to wipe my ass with live rabbits and throw them out the window. Got it all worked out. But rich people don't fantasize about being poor. Why the fuck would they do that? I'll have to take the bus everywhere. Yeah!
If there is a God, then that dude is an asshole, which I know is not a popular belief, but I do think he's an asshole because every story, Abraham, he went to Abraham in the middle of the night. There was only like 8 guys then, and God would just once in a while, he'd just bother one of them. So God went to Abraham's house and he's like, Abraham! Wake up, man! And Abraham was like, dude, what is up? What is up? And God goes, kill your son! Dude, kill your son! And Abraham's like, you mean Isaac? I don't know his name, just kill him! Just kill him! Ah. I'm God, kill him! And Abraham goes, why? Because you don't love me if you don't do it. You don't love me. Do it! So Abraham's like, dude, you are insecure. I don't understand you. But okay, fine. Goes, wakes up Isaac, takes him to a mountain somewhere. I don't know why he had to be all drama queen about it and take him to a mountain. Could have just killed him in the sleep and go back to sleep. But he took him woke the poor kid up, dressed him, took him to a mountain. The kid's like, Daddy, what are we doing? Oh, just gonna murder you. goes like this. God shows up right before he does it. Goes, hey, what are you doing? This is in the Bible, I swear to God. Isaac and Abraham goes, I'm killing Isaac. And God's like, why would you? That's your kid. What is wrong with you? And he's like, and he just went home feeling like a piece of shit. That God is like a shitty girlfriend. You won't do it because you don't love me. Okay, I'll do it. Why are you doing it? What the do you want from me? But that's a sin, to say the Lord's name in vain. But you don't even have to say something that terrible. You can go to hell just for saying Jesus Christ with a tone in your voice. It's all the tone in your voice. That's the weird part. It's very subtle sin, because you can say Jesus Christ, you're fine. But if you say Jesus Christ, you go to hell forever. Just for saying it like that. There must be at least one dude who was right on the line. Who was like, Jesus Christ. And then he's in hell. He's like, seriously? For that? That's it? Seriously? It was a huge pumpkin. What was I going to not say anything? It's one of the top 10 commandments. It's in the 10 commandments to not take the Lord's name in vain. Rape isn't up there, by the way. Rape is not a 10 commandment. But don't say the dude's name with a shitty attitude. I think it's so unfair, though, to send people to hell for saying Jesus Christ, because it's just too satisfying. I don't know why that is, but it just feels good. Oh, Jesus Christ! It just feels good. It cleans you out. I don't know why. What did folks say before that dude? How did anybody express themselves in a big moment before Jesus? Even the people that knew him. How did the people watching him be crucified, what could they even say watching that happen? They're like, that is bananas. I was in upstate New York in a small town, and I was standing in front of a drugstore. And in the window of the drugstore, they had a wheelchair on display in the window. Is that really an impulse purchase? I should get a wheelchair. That would really help with my paralysis. Then I wouldn't have to drag myself everywhere I go, like I've been doing for 10 years since my legs were blown off at the marathon. Okay. A bunch of fucking hypocrites, apparently. Because, let me point some out to you. Let me point some out to you, motherfuckers. You were just, like, seconds ago, laughing at a man with no legs crawling on the ground. You're just... And then at the end, you're like, oh, but not those particular legless people. No. We thought you meant just some asshole with a childhood disease who deserves to be laughed at. Not one of those. Now we're laughing at all legless people equally. However you lost your legs. Ha ha ha. You haven't legs. And we've legs. I have legs. I have 2 legs. 2 fucking legs. That's the maximum amount. I fucking love having 2 legs. I fucking love it. I wouldn't like having no legs. I really don't think I would like it. I think it would suck. I think it would suck shit out of the balls of Christ. It's an old Southern expression. It's not used like it used to be. I think 2 legs is better than none. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. It's not popular. You're not supposed to say that, because you're supposed to always be very positive about disabled people. But I think that puts pressure on them to be positive. What if they don't want to be? Because the only story we want to hear is about the amazing disabled people. He's amazing. He lost his legs and then he won the leg-having contest. What about disabled people who aren't amazing? We're just ordinary with a sweatshirt and some potato chips. And he's going, fuck, I wish I had legs. No, this is better. This is better with no legs. Why is it better? Because you can do anything now. I can do 4 things. Fuck off. I just don't know that our positive, non-disabled attitude really helps. Like retarded people. We're going to talk about retarded people for 20 minutes. That's what's going to happen. We're going to discuss retarded people for 20 minutes. It's not okay to never speak of them. No, we're going to talk about them. First of all, I want to talk about the word retarded, okay? Because the word retarded, it's a bad word, and people do not like the word retarded. They find it very offensive. Now, I'm a little confused by this, because it wasn't always a bad word. And I grew up in the 70s, and it wasn't bad back then. And most bad words were always bad. You know, cunt never had a day in the sun. There was never a time where the Santa Claus at the mall was like, come here, you little cunt, tell me what you want for Christmas. And then in the 90s, we're like, let's lay off a cunt a little bit there, gang. No, we used the word retarded in the 70s. We used it to identify people who were retarded. It wasn't controversial. It wasn't like he's retarded. It was like, he is retarded. This fellow right here is retarded, right? I told you, yes, you're still retarded. He is retarded, everyone. And I grew up in Boston. We didn't say retarded in Boston. We said retarded. He's retarded. God bless him, he's fucking retarded. That's the way we used it. With love. Help the retarded. That's what people said in the 70s. Help the retarded. There was a lady outside the supermarket near my house every Christmas with a bell. She was like, help the retarded. Help the fucking retarded. You gonna tell me she was a bad person? She was helping the retarded. And I feel like we had more of them around back then. I haven't seen one in years. In the 70s, there was a retarded guy in a windbreaker on every street corner. We were using the word, and they were more in our lives. I swear to God, they were more. They were in our culture. There was TV movies about retarded people all the time. Tonight on ABC, A Retarded Boy's Dream. There was one, I remember, with Sean Cassidy. I don't know if you remember Sean Cassidy. Some of you are too young. But Sean Cassidy, he began his career as a teen pop idol. He was a 13-year-old boy with a very hit song called Da Do Run Run. And he had feathered blonde hair and juicy lips. And I've been doing comedy for about 30 years or something like that. It's been a long time. All right. Shouldn't take that long to get good at it. Shouldn't take that long. It's really a simple thing. You talk to people. I should have figured it out right away. But it took me a long time, and I used to hate it. I really did. First few years, I hated it because I bombed almost every show. And I remember when I started, I was like, I want to make people laugh. And for a good 5 years, I didn't make one fucking person laugh. And I realized now I don't make people laugh because I'm a comedian. I used to make people laugh. I worked in a garage, and I used to make people laugh. And it was just a plus. It was just, hey, that guy at the garage, he's funny. But if the guy at the garage isn't funny, you don't go, that guy, what a piece of shit. He wasn't funny. I've been doing this a long time. I've traveled all over the country. I remember one time I worked at this club in North Carolina. I don't remember what town. It was called like, North Carolina. I don't know. North Carolina. I'm going down. Down my daddy. It's actually in South Carolina. Anyway, I'm in North Carolina. And I'm working at this club. I don't remember what it's called. It was called something like you're going to kill yourself in a week. And the owner of the club comes up to me, and he says, what's your shots policy? And I said, what? And he said, what's your shots policy? I was like, this doesn't help. I need sentences. So he says, well, sometimes when a guy's on stage and the audience likes him, they want to send a shot up there and have him drink it, and everybody goes, woo! He goes, now, you want me to send you a shot of real booze or like a shot with something else in it so you don't, have to drink the booze? And I said, yeah, you know what? Don't send anything. And he goes, well, what do I say to them if they want to send you a shot? I said, tell them, no, you may not. No, you mayn't interrupt the show by sending a fucking glass of something to the guy. And he's like, well, they're going to be upset. I was like, okay, let them feel that way. What kind of entitled people are these? If you go to a football game, you're like, send the quarterback a banjo. Like to see him play banjo right about now. North Carolina.
Yeah, having a lacy rope scraping your anus. Just looks so painful. To
Girls are allowed to do, or like they could do shit that guys just could not fucking deal with.
And they never get mud spots. Yeah. Well, maybe
no
they do.
mud.
Maybe they do.
Well, the
I don't know. I
bottom line
don't
is
inspect it.
If they push a half a log out through a thong, it splits like a fucking
That's like a cheese cutter?
velociraptor's foot. It looks like a flea stack foot. A log when it shits through a tight thong.
Do you think it would curl at the ends too, like an exploded cigar?
Yeah,
like my daughter's Play-Doh machine. Like
the Play-Doh Fun Factory.
That's what women should wear, underwear that have there's like a star at their asshole, so they shit through it and make like a shit star.
And then they can run in and go, honey, look what I made, and just be the dumb dodos they are.
I made hair for my doll. Like it has like a bunch of little holes.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.